Hi guys, welcome to Film Companion South. I'm Vishal and in this episode of Now Bingeing, I'm going to help you plan a Christopher Nolan binge. I'm doing this now because we're expecting Tenet to release later this week and the first set of early responses have already started to come out. Even though we're not going to be able to watch it anytime soon, especially on IMAX, I thought we could take this weekend off to sit down for a proper Nolan binge. During the lockdown, I discovered this website called the Binge Clock, which kind of helps me plan binge watching sessions of movies or shows based on my mood or my preferences. And according to the site, you can watch all of Nolan's films in one stretch if you're willing to spend 21 hours and 51 minutes doing it. A more practical way of doing that is to split these films into 2 days, and I assure you that the exercise is going to be a lot of fun and very disorienting. Because I assume that all of you have already seen the Batman movies Inception and Interstellar multiple times, I want to focus more on his lesser viewed films you now have the time to watch. Let's start with his first major short film Doodlebug, which he made back in 1997 when he was just in college. It's under 3 minutes long and it's so popular that you'll find dozens of parodies and imitations of the film online. It was shot on basic 16mm film with minimal resources, and you should watch it as a source of inspiration if you're trying to make a film during the lockdown. And like how a critic said upon its release, it's important to watch this film now to understand that Nolan wasn't a complete natural from the word go. It's also available on YouTube. His first feature film, again in black and white, is called Following, and that too is available on YouTube. There are many reasons to love this film that was made on a budget of just $6,000 back in 1998 or around 7 lakh rupees in today's money. It's about a writer who starts following people, especially criminals, looking for inspirations for his writing. Because Nolan couldn't afford proper actors, the whole film was shot during the weekends because the cast and crew members had to go to regular work during the week. Next is Memento, or in other words, the reason why a lot of people call A.R. Murugadas Muruga Nolan. Personally, I've never really loved that film all that much, even though the concept written by Nolan's brother Jonathan was mind-blowing when I watched it first, after I had watched our own Gajini. More than the film itself, I think you should watch the multiple videos explaining the themes and the making of the movie, apart from a fascinating YouTube video of Nolan himself explaining the film's concept of time and other ideas. 2 years later, he went on to make Insomnia and got Robin Williams and Al Pacino to star in it. So you can imagine what he had become in such a short span of time to get such a cast together. It's supposed to be based on a Norwegian film of the same name, which I haven't watched, but it's generally assumed to be the least Nolan-esque Nolan film. It's also the only film he has directed so far without getting a writer's credit. Given that this was his first major studio film, Insomnia is what cemented his place as a major new voice, which in turn led to him getting the Dark Knight series. It's also a milestone in Robin Williams' career, where we got to see him unlike never before in a much darker character that was never usually offered to him. Without giving out too much, it's about a police officer in charge of an investigation following the murder of a teenager, and a lot of it is based on how the criminal gets into the officer's mind. This film again is available for free on YouTube. Of course, his film Prestige remains my favorite, and that too is available on Google Movies. Plan your weekend in such a way that you can watch these 5 films in one sitting and get back to us on the comment section about your favorite from this phase of early Nolan. That's it for this episode of Now Binging. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to Film Companion South.